All right, so first, it's been nearly 5 years since it was announced that Warner Brothers had acquired the film rights to Ready Player One. And it seems they're ready to move full steam ahead. Warner Brothers and Village Roadshow have announced that Steven Spielberg has signed on to direct and produce the film based on the best-selling book. The synopsis for the book is described as follows. In the near future, outcast teenager Wade Watts escapes from his bleak surroundings by logging into the OASIS, a globally networked virtual utopia where users can lead idyllic alternative lives. Excuse me, I can't pronounce that word.
We fought over that word earlier.
We tried, and I was like, ugh. All right. When the eccentric billionaire who creates the Oasis dies, he offers up his vast fortune as the prize in an elaborate treasure hunt. Along with gamers from around the world, Wade joins the adventure and quickly finds himself pitted against powerful corporate foes and other ruthless competitors who will do anything in the Oasis or the real world to reach the treasure first. Mark, your thoughts on Steven Spielberg directing and producing Ready Player One?
They got that hack to direct this movie? Yes, this is awesome. I'm so excited. I love Steven Spielberg. He's probably the best director of all time. And when you describe that synopsis, that just sounds like something that is so in his wheelhouse, something that Steven Spielberg can really sink his teeth into, use all that effects wizardry, all of his storytelling mastery. This sounds like, it sounds a little bit like Tron to me. I'm not familiar with the novel. Some other people in the panel have read the book. Mod and rubbed it in my face, Mod. But this sounds like something that I'm very excited about this project now, and I know that it's been through a lot of hands. People wanted to get this movie off the ground for a long time. The fact that Steven Spielberg is not only producing, he's produced a lot of stuff like Transformers. The fact that he's directing it too just gets me over the moon about this project.
Yeah, the fact that this film has Steven Spielberg attached, that's good. But the fact of the matter is, Ready Player One is probably the most overrated, most unjustly talked about book in the past number of years. And I'm kidding, I've never read it. But I do have, I thought Maud was going to have some kind, she was going to pass out here.
Well, most overrated, I was like, okay.
I have actually never read it. But the funny thing is I remember about 6 months ago, I'd never even heard of it. And I was out for dinner with a buddy of mine, and he was like, hey, have you read Ready Player One? I'm like, no, what is that? And he just freaked out about it. He loved it. So I know they've been talking about this movie for a really long time. This is unexpected. But Steven Spielberg lately is becoming a lot like Guillermo del Toro, where it's like, it feels like right now that he's connected to about 8 different movies. Yeah. Right now, I feel like every month we're announcing a new one that Steven Spielberg is attached to direct. So we'll see how this turns out. But this sounds pretty official, and so this means nothing but good things for this movie, even though I've never read the book. But apparently Maud's read the book.
Yeah, I read it. Yeah, I kind of liked it. I read it 2 years ago in 2 days. This is the kind of book where you start it and you do not put it down until it is done. This is also the book for nerds. This is all about the future where you tap into the Oasis, which is a virtual reality.
That's all books, by the way.
Well, the future. The future.
Reading's such an 18th century sport. It really is.
But the thing about this book is that, yes, it's set in the future and, it's all about virtual reality, but it actually takes you on the most nostalgic journey through all of geekdom through the 60s, 70s, 80s, 90s, especially the 80s, which is when Ernest Cline, the author, obviously has showed his true nerd colors. So for someone like me reading it, I was just like highlighting parts of this book. Like, yes, there is a Firefly world. There is a Hyrule from Zelda in there. So this guy has created all of his favorite geekdoms, and you can actually explore them within this game. Because of that, though, I'm wondering how the hell Warner Brothers got rights to this, because there's so many concepts in there that they just don't own. So I'm kind of wondering how they're going to do that. And the other thing is, it's all virtual reality. So much of this is going to be green screen, it's going to be CGI, and there's a lot of room for error. And so now that I know that Steven Spielberg's on this, I was double fist pumping. I'm like, yes, this guy has to get it right. It's going to be so good. It's going to blow people's minds. And because Steven Spielberg is tackling the biggest geek thing condensed into one script, people are going to be geeks. They're all geeks. You're a geek.
For a second there, I thought for sure you were going to say you were double fisting. It's just like,
I get excited about one thing. I get excited about one book, and now I'm double fisting.
That's her mod. She reads books in 2 days and she drinks a lot.
Yeah. Hey everyone, if you like this video, click that thumbs up button and make sure to subscribe to our AMC Movie News YouTube channel. It's free and helps you stay up to date with all the latest movie news, as well as our daily AMC movie talk show. Also, make sure that you follow us on Facebook and Twitter to stay up to date with all of our special promotions, contests, and prize giveaways.